Hello everybody, my name is Ben, and today I have 5 packs of Conspiracy 2. Last time I tried recording these, it stopped right in the middle of me opening packs, and that was when I actually pulled a show and tell. So, hopefully again I pull something spicy. So let's open these up and see what we get. Anyway, for those who are not familiar with Conspiracy, it is a limited set that has mostly legacy legal cards in it, and they have specific cards that affect the drafting environment. And those cards are called conspiracies. So, let's see here. I'm going to skip the commons. We're going to go to the uncommons. Let's see. Alpha Guard Hound is a 2/2 with flash for 3, and when it enters the battlefield, target creature gets +0/+3 until the end of the turn. So it's okay. Coordinated Assault, 1 red. Up to 2 target creatures get +1/+0 and gain first strike until the end of the turn. That's from Theros. And Vertigo Spawn is 1 in a blue. Defender, whenever it blocks, a creature tapped at card. That creature doesn't untap, so it locks things down for a turn. Let's see. Horn of Greed is my rare. It's 3 colorless, and it says whenever a player plays a land, that player draws a card. It's pretty cool. Very neat. And let's see here, I do have a foil. It's a foil conspiracy. This is what I was talking about. It's called Summoner's Bond. This is double agenda. When you start the game, put this face down, and then you in the command zone, and secretly name 2 different cards. You may turn this conspiracy face up any time you play the revealed cards. Whenever you cast a creature spell with one of the chosen names, you may search your library for a creature card with the other chosen name. Reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. So, yeah, again, Conspiracy has some cards that, they specifically affect the drafting environment, and they do some pretty cool things. And some of the foil conspiracies are actually kind of valuable, mostly because they see play in cubes. Almost opened it with my teeth. One of my friends told me that made him kind of cringe, so I'm going to try to not do that. Okay, let's go to the uncommons. Fang of the Pact is 5 in green. It has melee, so whenever it attacks, or it gets +1/+1 for each creature that's attacking another for each opponent that it's for each opponent attacked with a creature this combat. So Conspiracy is not like a regular draft where you sit down and you play one-on-one. It's a multiplayer game, so you sit down in a pod, usually of 4 people, and you play a game. So it's a lot of fun. It says at the beginning of combat on your turn, another target creature you control gains melee until the end of the turn. Let's see here. Guttersnipe, 2 in a red. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Guttersnipe deals 2 damage to each opponent. That's from Ravnica, so it's modern legal. Let's see. Merfolk Looter is 1 in a blue. You can tap it, draw a card, then discard a card. And my rare is Collar of the Untamed, and it's an Elf Shaman, 2/4. And says, before you shuffle your deck at the start of the game, you may reveal this card from your deck and exile a creature card you drafted that isn't in your deck. And then you may pay X, tap it, put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of a card you exile with the card name color of the Untamed. X is a converted mana cost of that card. So, a card like this is not legal in Commander. It's because it's specific to the draft. But basically, what you do is if you pull this, and then as you're going through the draft, you pull a bomb. Maybe it's not in the colors that you're playing. So rather than that, you can tap this and still play that card. Just not have to worry about the color restriction. And my conspiracy, I got a rare conspiracy this time, is Hold the Perimeter. And it says you put this face down in the command zone at the beginning, and then it affects the beginning of the game. It says at the beginning of your upkeep, put a 1/2 white soldier creature token onto the battlefield with Defender. At the beginning of each other player's first upkeep, that player puts a 1/1 red goblin creature token onto the battlefield with this creature can't block. It's pretty neat. And construct token for Duretti. Go to pack number 2. Shipwreck Singer. Blue and a black for a 1/2 Siren with flying. It says pay 1 in a blue, target creature and opponent control attacks this turn in Fable, and you pay 1 in a black and tap, attacking creature gets -1/-1 until the end of the turn. This is also from Theros. Pretty neat card, especially in the limited environment. Shimmering Grotto is a land that has tap, add colorless to your mana pool, or pay 1 and tap it, add 1 color of any color to your mana pool. Mana fixing. Let's see, and my last comment is Noble Banneret. It's 2 double white for a 3/3 human knight. It says draft it face up. As you draft a creature card, you may reveal it, note its name, then turn Noble Banneret face down. As long as you control 1 or more creatures with the name that you noted the card, Noble Banneret, it gives those creatures +1/+1 and have lifelink. Okay. And my rare is Forgotten Ancient. It's a 0/3 elemental. That says whenever a player casts a spell, you may put a 1/1 counter on Forgotten Ancient. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may move any number of 1/1 counters from Forgotten Ancient onto another creature. Pretty good. And let's see. My conspiracy is Hidden Heist. And it has hidden agenda, so you start the game with this conspiracy face down in the command zone, secretly name a card. You may turn this conspiracy face up anytime you're and reveal the chosen name. Whenever a creature you control with the chosen name deals combat damage to a player, you may pay blue if you do draw a card. Pretty good. And we've got the Monarch token. So the Monarch is another thing in conspiracy as well. You have Marchesa, who's now the queen. That's pretty much the whole subset of the idea of the set, rather. And when you become the Monarch on the beginning of your end step, you draw a card. And there's certain creatures in the game as well that say, for as long as you're the Monarch, do this. So there's things like Custodian Lich that says, as long as you're the Monarch at the beginning of your upkeep, I think, sacrifice a creature. Your opponent's sacrifice a creature. Right. So far, really haven't gotten anything too exciting. Besmirch is my first uncommon. It's It's 1 double red, sorcery until the end of the turn, gain control of target creature. It gains haste, untap, and goad that creature. So, goad's another mechanic in Conspiracy that says, it basically forces that creature to attack someone else other than you. Knights of the Black Rose, 3 white and a black, and it's a 4/4 human knight that says when it enters the battlefield, you become the monarch. Whenever an opponent becomes a monarch, if you were the monarch, as your turn begins, that player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Palace Jailer, 2 double white for a 2/2 human that says that when it enters the battlefield, you become the monarch. When Palace Jailer enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls until an opponent becomes the monarch. It's white removal. And Splitting Slime is my rare. It's a 3/3 for 3 and double green for an ooze that has monstrosity 3 for 4 and double green. And when Splitting Slime becomes monstrous, put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of Splitting Slime. And my conspiracy is Incendiary Descent, Hidden Agenda. Creatures you control with the chosen name have pay a red. This creature gets +1/+0 until the end of the turn. And Goblin Token. One Goblin. Let's see. Last pack. Public Execution, 5 and a black, destroy target creature an opponent controls. Each other creature that player controls gets -2/-7 to the end of the turn. That's pretty good. Animus of Predation is a 4/4 avatar for 4 and a green, and it says you draft it face up. As you draft a card, you may remove it from the draft face up. If you remove the creature card with flying from the draft, a card's name Animus of Predation, it has flying. The same is true for First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Menace, Reach, and Vigilance. So basically what you do is you draft this, and as you're going through the draft, if there's anything that you don't like that has one of those keywords, you just exile it under him, or yeah, you put it under him, and he gains those abilities. Marchese's Decree is 3 and a black for an enchantment that says that when it enters battlefield, you become the monarch. Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, that player loses 1 life. And my rare is Dustmantle Seer for 2, a blue, and a black. And this was a mythic from Gatecrash. And it's a 4/4 with flying that says at the beginning of your upkeep, each player reveals the top card of his or her library, loses life equal to that card's converted mana cost, then puts it into his or her hand. So this is a mythic that if you were to pull it from Gatecrash, you would feel really bad about. But it's printed at the rare level here in Conspiracy, so it's not so bad, but still. And we got a foil Traumatic Visions. 3 double blue, counter target spell with basic land cycling. Which is pretty cool. Put it over there. Hidden Agenda. Adrena's Value. Whenever a creature you control with the chosen name attacks, you may pay white. If you do, that creature gains indestructible to the end of the turn. And we got our 1/2 Defender Soldier token. Alright, so that's about it for the conspiracy that I bought. Pulled pretty much junk, but still got some playable cards from it. Especially if I had a cube or anything like that. So, I would say if you guys see Conspiracy 2 anywhere, especially in Walmart, like that 3-pack that they sell is kind of a better value than just buying single packs. Like, not entirely a great deal, but still, Conspiracy 2 is one of those sets that you just, you get some friends together and you play a draft. That's it. Like, they sell draft sets, so you can buy them in packs of 3 and then just meet up with some friends and play it. Because I've done that before. It's great. There's some cards that have been printed in there that are really good. Like, you can get Serum Visions. You can also get a Beast Within. So if you need those cards, Conspiracy is definitely a set to really look at and pull through and get some of those cards. So anyway, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll keep making content. Thanks.